Hi, I'm Myung. Are you paralyzed by the fear of failure, doing absolutely nothing? Or do you feel like your life is ruined because you've already failed? To me, it looks like the complete opposite. You are not ruined, you just double your odds of getting the right answer. Today's topic is why you need to eliminate the wrong answers first instead of looking for the right one. Let's think back to taking multiple choice exams in school. When you face a difficult question, you don't look for the answer right away. You cross out the ones that are definitely wrong. In a 5-choice question, if you eliminate 3 wrong options, your correct rate skyrockets from 20% to 50%. The famous detective Sherlock Holmes once said something similar. When you have eliminated the impossible, whatever remains, however improbable, must be the truth. Isn't it interesting? Who knew Sherlock Holmes has so much in common with multiple choice tests? There is one more famous case that proves Sherlock's point. The Monty Hall problem. Simply put, it's a game where you choose one of 3 doors to win a prize. The amazing part is this. After you pick a door, the host opens one of the losing doors to show you it's empty. If you switch your choice then, your probability of winning explodes from 1/3 to 2/3, literally doubling your odds. This connects to the mathematical concept of conditional probability. In other words, if life is a multi-hole game, our failures are just the host opening a door and saying, "This one is empty." Now that we've confirmed that door is no, the probability that the remaining door is the yes has just doubled. So, how were my 20s? I was literally a collector of wrong doors. In high school, I loved the macro principles of how the world worked, so I chose economics. But once I got there, I lost interest because of all the calculus and mathematical stuff. After graduating, I served as an army officer. That's when I realized I hated rigid top-down cultures where you have to shut up and follow orders. I had zero motivation working under a system I didn't like. After the army, I said getting a job would be easy, but reality hit hard. I didn't even make it to a final interview. While wondering, I remembered I liked fashion in college, so I enrolled in a government-funded program to become a fashion merchandiser. But seeing my passionate classmates, I realized, oh, I just like wearing clothes, not working with them. I didn't need to go down that path. I pivoted again to become a data analyst. But soon after, ChatGPT released its data analysis features. I said, even if I study this now, I'll be replaced by AI in no time. To others, I probably looked like a quitter, a failure with no grit. But mathematically, these were precious data points that were increasing my success rate. This wasn't just me making myself feel better. As I kept deleting those wrong answers in my 20s, there were faint moments that felt like the right answer. Like when I organized a team for a debate competition and stayed all the night preparing as the leader. Or when I served as the president of a volunteer club, managing it alongside my studies for the semester. Through these experiences, I learned that I'm most immersed and effective not when I do what I'm told, but when I design the board and lead the game myself. To view myself objectively, I took various personality, strengths, and temperament tests and fed them into an AI for synthesis and analysis. The result was chillingly clear. I am not meant for corporate life. I am meant to be a creator, a founder, or an investor. That gave me the certainty to make this video right now. It turns out I'm not the only one who faced so many wrong answers to find the right one. Successful people all go through the process of stacking up wrong answers before finding the right one. Steve Jobs was fired from the company he created at 83. It was the worst wrong answer of his life. But Jobs later confessed, getting fired from Apple was the best thing that could ever happen to him. Thanks to that wrong answer, he was freed from the pressure of success, became a beginner again, created Pixar, and eventually returned to Apple to create the iPhone. For him, failure was a mandatory course for finding the right answer. I used to hate myself for only failing, but now I know it wasn't failure. It was the process of opening different doors to increase my probability of success. Is something not working out for you right now? Congratulations. You just opened the losing door and raised your probability of winning. Don't be afraid of getting the wrong answer. Let's keep opening doors together. Because every no gets you closer to a yes. Thanks for listening.